Let me tell you a story. So in December of 2023, we had our annual Leaders Award and Appreciation Banquet Alab in Light Life Church, Abeokuta, Ogun State. But let's go all the way back for this gist. This is a cook with me video. It was an Indian theme awards dinner, and earlier in the preparation and the planning, my husband had said we would be serving Indian food. I told him that it would be expensive to order. I would try it out. I'll give it a try. So on this particular day, I was home alone, and I just decided that I wanted to treat him. So I asked him what he wanted, and he said whatever, anything. So I said I was going to treat him. I came to the shop to get some things that I needed, some yogurt. Indian food needs yogurt. Then I needed parsley. I did not see parsley, fresh or dry. I did not see. These were the items that I checked out, and I was on my way. So I got oregano. So this is the stuff I got from the market, and it was time to start cooking. So this is tomato. What we're making today is curry, and then I'm going to add some cashew nuts to that tomato, and I did not add any water. Now I used chicken wings. You're supposed to use chicken breast. I did not see chicken breast to buy in Abeokuta. They have, but I did not see. And then I seasoned it with some pepper because emitio jata emi yekbereni. And then I added some salt, seasoning. Please pardon the voice of the baby in the background. I've tried. She's not sleeping. Anyways, so the tomatoes have reduced. I didn't put any water. The water has evaporated. The cashew nuts have become softened. Here is ginger, garlic, and some peppercorns, black peppercorns that I decided to pound. At this point, I think our blender had issues, so I didn't have blender at hand, so I pounded that. The chicken that we had seasoned earlier, I kept it for about 30 minutes to an hour, and now I'm adding yogurt, and I'm also adding the pounded peppercorns with garlic and ginger, and then I added the garam masala. That's the main seasoning that makes the masala in. And then that was some honey. You mix it thoroughly, and then you let it sit for at least an hour or two. The tomatoes and cashew nuts, time to blend. I think I had like 2 scotch bonnets in there, or maybe 1, and I can't remember because this has been a while. This video is before December. So in a pan, you sear the chicken, and while I was doing that, I'd mixed the batter for the naan bread, which is the flat bread. So here I was making the garlic butter. That's what I was doing earlier. This is the cashew nuts and tomato. I just now put it in a pot. Remember that I had already boiled it, so it was already hot. And then I just added the seared chicken. It's best to use chicken breast for this recipe, but I used chicken wings and I enjoyed it. We enjoyed it. I seasoned it at this point with just some salt or purple seasoning or bouillon cubes, and while that, you have to leave it on low heat. While that was doing its thing, it was time for me to roll out the naan bread, which this naan bread recipe had only 3 ingredients, guys. There are tons of recipes on YouTube. You can go and check different ways to make naan bread, and guys, in no time it was ready. Today is day 16 of our 31 lessons in 31 years, and the lesson in today's video is that you can do whatever you set your heart on to do. This was my first time making Indian food. I was very sure I could do it. Technology is my friend. I went on YouTube and I did it. My husband, first of all, was not in support. He kept saying we should order Indian food because we have an Indian restaurant in Abeokuta. But when we called the Indian restaurant, oh my god, the price they gave us. That's why I decided I was going to do this one. And by the time he got home, guys, so what I did earlier was I sauteed some green peppers and red peppers, and this our oregano that is supposed to be like our herb. I'm now adding it at this point, and then I'm adding the peppers for color and for texture. And guys, in no time our dinner was ready. The entire neighborhood announced he was tasoso. My god, honestly, as I'm making this video, I'm remembering the whole experience. So once I was done with this, it was time to plate and serve. You put some cream on it. If you don't have cream, just use some leftover yogurt to do the design, but you're supposed to use heavy cream on it. And then this is the garlic butter naan with the chicken masala, and it was really yummy. Oh my god, my husband said it was like as if he was in that Indian restaurant. So this is how I was able to convince my husband that we did not need to order from the restaurant. I taught a chef who in turn made it for our dinner, and to God be the glory, it was a great success.